Well, hi everybody and welcome to the channel, or back to the channel if you've seen any of my videos before. I'm at a place called Ringinglow this morning, and I'm just doing a little bit of a vlog out here. I'm going to get the drone out in a short while, but there's a nice pub up here called the Norfolk Arms Hotel, and quite an old pub. Looks a little bit like a kind of manor house type place really, but very, very popular. I mean, if you look just over there, there's a massive car park, stretches all the way down to where those two men are there. So yeah, quite extensive. You can see Sheffield just through the trees there. So that's how hilly Sheffield is. Well, yeah, I'm going to walk up this way and we'll see if we can get the drone out. I don't know how it's going to pan out this, but we shall see. Interesting little house just here. It's locally called the Roundhouse, and I mean, I don't know really why it's called the Roundhouse, because it's got 8 sides to it, but an interesting place. It did come up for sale some years ago, I remember. It's not far off a kind of one down kind of home, so not a lot of room in that, but well, yeah, interesting place to live, certainly. But anyway, we'll carry on down here and I'll catch up with you in a little while. So there's quite a few cyclists out today. It's a very popular cycling area. And this path just here, actually, if you've seen my video on Worlow Park, what I call Worlow Park anyway, Worlow Hall Park or whatever, then this is actually the top end of that. So the footpath that we walked up before we actually went to where the hall is, this is actually the top end of that footpath. So it's a nice walk actually. So we may actually do the full walk one day. But just for now, we will carry on up here. And it's a beautiful day again, guys. It really is. Absolutely spectacular weather. Absolutely brilliant. Now, I've parked the car somewhere further down the road because there is a place to park just up here. You'll see it in a bit, and it's a little bit rough, and my car's quite low to the floor, so you know, if you happen to catch it on a steep you know, sort of rut or something like that, I'm just a bit concerned about it bottoming out. But they do keep repairing it a little bit, but it just depends on when you come. If you happen to come on the time when it needs repairing, then it can be quite bad. But we'll see what it's like anyway. See if we can get across this road. So this is the road just here. Again, quite a popular little parking area. The car just pulling out there. And this is actually a road called Houndkirk, which I'll tell you a little bit more about it later on. There's a little bit of history to it. But yeah, brilliant view of the city from up here. I don't know how much of that you're getting. We may get a bit better view as we get a little bit further up. So we've got a sign here that says Lady Canning's Plantation, Sheffield City Council, and what else does it say? It says Department of the Environment. Nothing on there really. No dog fouling, and a risk of fire. But some very interesting shaped trees. As some of you may know, I do like my trees, and yeah, some interesting shapes. A couple of cyclists coming down. Just move out of the way of these. And yeah, it's a lovely little place actually. Morning. In fact, I may well bring the bike up here. I do know it's a bit of a cycling area around here, and yeah, this is an area where I'd sort of consider getting the drone out and doing a little bit of wood flying if I can. I've never done it before, so it'll be my first time. Might be a little bit tentative at first, but it's something I won't mind getting into with my little Neo. So we'll see. We may walk up the main path to start with, and then perhaps work our way into the woods and come back down this way. I don't want to make it too long a video today, but yeah, I'll get the drone up to a higher height as well, just to get a general look of the surrounding area. Okay, so anyway, onward and upward, as I keep saying. Okay, so I'm going to get the drone up from here, and we'll go and see what everything's about. Just when I've unlocked my phone. No, I don't want a questionnaire. DJI really annoys me with things like that. Do I want to answer a questionnaire? No, I just want to fly my drone, please. Stop interfering with things. Okay. So how blown out are we today? I'm just having a quick look. It's actually not that bad. I'm still on I'm on minus 0.7 again, like I was before. And what I'm actually going to do is home point updated. I'm going to get it onto auto. I'm going to lock the exposure in a moment. I'll get it up first, and then we'll sort it out. So let's get it up in the air.
Home point updated.
Okay, so we're up in the air. And I'm just trying to think, I think put exposure, did I put exposure lock on? Yes, I did, put exposure lock on my function button, so let's lock it at that. In fact, we'll tilt it down at the ground a little bit, and then lock it at that. And it's just, I don't know whether it's just looking a little bit, I just wonder if it was looking a bit dim on my screen. So we'll lock it at that, raise the gimbal back up. Oh, wrong way. Somewhere around there, and let's get her well up in the air. Now, she's probably not going to go too high because I've set my parameters to lower than is potentially possible. I can't remember what I set it to actually. It's something like 70 odd meters, I think, high. Well, yeah, she's quite high now. So let's get it into cinema mode, and let's just have a little sort of pan around. We'll just take it nice and steady. She doesn't seem to want to pan. She is now, that's fine. So that's the area, that's Houndkirk. That's Houndkirk disappearing over to a place called Fox House. And that's bringing it back to the city area. So yeah, quite a view from here, isn't it? Really. It really is. I can't remember what maximum height I set on this. Now let's give that a try. Yeah, don't know. It's possibly about 76 meters I set it to. Let's bring her back down. In fact, we'll put it back into normal mode. It's just coming down a little bit slow. And there we are. Excellent stuff. Right, let's get her flying over the fields a little bit. Let's raise the gimbal back up. Get that a little bit central, there we go. Just have a little scoot around and perhaps just take it over the tops of the trees for a short distance as well. I can't really see a lot on my screen. It's quite bright today, the sun. Let's take it to higher up again. I'll just check while I'm thinking about it. I'll just check what my return to home is set at. Set at 30 metres. Might just raise that to 40. And oh, so no, max altitude I'm set at 120, max distance at 130, so a lot more than I thought it was. Now there is a setting on here which I didn't realise there was. I'll just turn that off, stop it recording, and it's this active track. So aircraft not in flight, unable to use active track. Right, so you need to get the active track up in the air, or get the drone up in the air, I should say. So what are we on? 38%. Let's just give that a quick go, and let's take her up again. So, and let's just see how that actually works. Well, there's just somebody coming down with a load of dogs at the moment. I might try that on the next battery and see. Let's just go for a little fly around and we'll go at some lower altitude.
Battery level is low.
Right then guys, so this is my first time at flying through the woods just using my controller for seeing where it is. Doing some low level flying. We'll see how it goes, hoping I don't crash it, but we're just taking it steady. I've got it in cinema mode and it's just a case of getting used to it really, and making sure it's at the right height and not too low. I did notice if I stopped still at one bit, I just had a very quick go just around me, and it wanted to land, which was a little bit awkward, but anyway, let's see how we go with this. It's something that I'd like to get into more, but you know, at the same time, I'm very conscious of the cost of the drones and everything else. So I'm actually following this this footpath here. So this is just a very short, quick test flight. And I'm just there, aren't I? Ooh, yep, got through there all right. It's amazing what you can get through actually. I can actually see her coming. Oh, that's brilliant. That's actually quite good. I'm quite impressed with that. So let's take her around about a different way then. We'll take her this way. Now there are other people on the internet far better than me at this, until I have more practice at it, but yeah, it's quite an interesting way of flying your drone. As I said, I'm only going pretty slowly, so it's not going to cause an awful lot of problem. And it's amazing what tight little spots you can actually get through. This is quite exciting. I'm actually quite enjoying this, and this is one thing I wanted to sort of get into. Really, is flying the drone around. Just get under. Can we just lower my gimbal slightly? I'll just get the cross on the horizon. Well, yeah, quite impressed with this. You probably hear the drone in the background. Oops, just caught a few bushes there. Let me just get my gimbal zeroed out, because obviously if you've got, it's a pity I can't show you this, but if you've got the gimbal set too low or too high, the cross on your screen is not dead center with where the gimbal is actually, sorry, where the drone is actually flying. I want to actually bring it back towards me, but just trying to find a way through this thicket. I can see me on the camera, but I can't see where the drone is. Oh, there she is. Right, okay. She's got it caught on a branch there, guys. Oh, she's over though. She's over. I mean, I'm not going to tempt fate too much on this, but I will leave it at that for today.
Landing.
Well, that was quite good. I quite enjoyed that. That was quite interesting. Right, let's move onwards and upwards then, and we will go to the next place. So we'll catch you in a minute. So I just realised that I didn't know there's actually a proper mountain bike kind of trail around here. Like more than what you think. I've just noticed this sign here which says cooking on gas mountain bike trail rebuild and refresh starting late February for a total of 6 to 8 weeks. Ride Sheffield in conjunction with Sheffield City Council, Parks and Countryside Department will be carrying out a major rebuild and refresh of Cooking on Gas, one of the dedicated mountain bike trails in Lady Canning's plantation. All right, okay, so yeah, it looks like this is what they're doing here then. So they've got the orange fencing here, and it looks like it goes down there, and then that way as well. And it looks like they have a kind of one-way system set up for it. I'll have to come and have a look round here on my bike a little bit more than in the future. But yeah, there are trails all around here. It'll be quite good to come up here and have a look. Another trail up there. That trail carries on down there. So yeah, perhaps it's a little bit awkward around this particular part for doing low-level drone flying through the woods. But if I can find I mean, that little spot down there wasn't bad, but you can't go too far with it. But yeah, if I can find a spot where there aren't many footpaths around here, there's plenty of wood and forest around here, I shall keep looking and keep you informed. Okay, so I just found another little area here which may do for a little bit of low-level wood flying. Let's go and see what it's all about round here, shall we? I'll take it off from my rucksack and take it from there. So let's get the camera on and take off.
Home point updated.
Okay, so let's head off and see what we can see. Let's get back into home mode. Now remember guys, if you are flying these drones, this is what I've learned, is that, let me just get back in shot, I might be out of shot there. If you've had it on the cinema mode and you turn your drone off and your controller off and turn it all back on again, you want to reset it. You want to switch it back to normal, switch it back to cinema again. It's just basically how it works. It's a little bit of a faff, but you know. So yeah, I'm just trying this this woodland walk flight again, which I'm quite enjoying, I have to say. It's quite exciting. I'm just going to fly it away from me and then bring it back towards me at some point soon. We'll not do too much. I don't want to tempt fate on this first time. Yeah, I don't want to go there, you see, do I? Let's just turn the drone around. It looks a little bit heavy through there. Let's take it back this way. I'm not that confident yet. A big rock there. You should wonder where all these rocks come from sometimes, doesn't it? Just take it around this way. I'll tell you what I haven't done. I haven't locked my auto exposure. Let's just do that in case there's any flickering. It's something I know about and forget to do, which is a bit frustrating. I've not seen any wildlife yet. A few tree stumps. Well, yeah, I'm really quite enjoying this. This is good fun. Let's take it over that way. Oops, not towards that tree, it's because I'm looking at the drone. Look at your screen, man, look at your screen. I really so wish, guys, that I could get the... I knew how to get the screen up, but I honestly don't. I honestly don't know how to get the screen up. As I said, on my other camera, or my other controller I should say, you scroll down from the top, but if I scroll down on the top on my phone, it just brings up your notifications, which is a bit frustrating, so I'll have to find that out. Well, I'm actually quite intrigued with this. I'm quite enjoying it. I've no idea where my drone is. I'll start heading back. So yeah, you can see on the phone screen that I've got my yellow home point there. I don't think there's any deer around here or anything. At best you're going to see a fox or something like that, but never mind, it's just the, oops, didn't see that one till it was too late. And the things suddenly loom out at you. It's quite, not frightening, but a little bit concerning occasionally. That's brilliant. I'm well impressed with that.
Landing.
Fantastic. Right. Just pop that down on my case there. And yeah, really enjoyed it. Brilliant fun. Another one of my bugbears is this down here. I mean, you know, can you understand it? I just can't understand it. Why they, you know, all right, they scoop up the dog mess and they put it in a bag and then just leave it. Or fling it into a tree so it's stuck on a branch. Don't get it. Don't get it. It's disgusting for me that they can easily take it home. It's in a plastic bag. Take it home with you and put it in your own bin. You know, but here we go again, aren't we? Known it as this in the past as the Roman road. And there's some debate as to whether it was a Roman road or not, or is a Roman road. It's still there, obviously. So yeah, I don't know. The jury's out on that one. But what it did become was a drover's route later on, sort of, I don't know, medieval times or before that. And then it became a toll route, a turnpike route where they had the tolls on and you had to pay to actually use the road. And it was the main route from Sheffield to Hathersage, apparently, until they actually built the main road, which now comes from an area called Ecclesall in Sheffield over to Hathersage. That's now the main route. But before that, Houndkirk was the main route. Now, why they decided to change the route, I don't know. But it could have been land ownership or whatever. But yeah, so a little bit of an interesting history about Houndkirk. Now, what I'm not sure about around here is whether it's actually an active forestry area. I don't know whether it is. I'm just noticing down there, that takes us back down to the main pass. I'm going to go down this route. I'd like to have a little bit of a wander round before calling it a day. It's probably turning into a longer video this than I anticipated. But it can't be helped because it's so great to get out here. I absolutely love getting out here. You know, all the troubles that we've got in the world and stuff, and I made it a thing during the COVID times. There was that much rubbish knocking about in the news from all sides. You know, I'm not picking sides here. I've always been a realist, and I don't tend to take sides in that respect. I'll pick the side which I think is talking the most common sense, I suppose, at any given point in time and on whatever subject. So, but yeah, there was a lot of rubbish, and then that carried on with various subjects which I'm not going to go into. But I just get fed up with it all, and I'd rather come out here, which is again why I started the channel. I absolutely love it out here. Who can fault this on a day like today? Really, it's, you know, you can't beat getting out here, and more people need to do it. I think more people perhaps are doing it since COVID, but you know, you can't beat it. And I know that, you know, there's not a great view here as such, but even so, you've still got the atmosphere if you just listen for a moment. Apart from my watch. But yeah, you can hear some birds. I can hear some birds anyway. And it's just all the sounds and everything like that. Now, you know, you could argue that the sound of the drone kind of spoils that somewhat for certain people. I do try not to use the drones near where there are people, if I can help it, because it does tend to spoil the piece a little bit. And I've only really got the drones to aid vlogging. I've not really got them to make it a massive feature on the channel. They obviously do feature and they will feature, but it's not the only thing I want to do on the channel. You know, if you've only just come across my videos, it's about me getting a bit fitter, and it's about learning some photography and videography and vlogging, which I'm not used to doing, and encouraging you guys to do the same. And it's also nice for people to watch the videos like this who perhaps can't get out as well. So what I do like to mention sometimes on my videos, well, always if I can remember, is what it's like for people with disabilities to get out here. Now, you can see this path here. It is a little bit rough. It's not overly commercialised, and it is left kind of in its natural state. I'll just turn the camera out so you can see that one. You know, if you've got some kind of one of these posh off-road motorised buggies or wheelchairs or whatever you may get around here, you know, like an off-road type one, but yeah, generally speaking, it is a little bit more awkward. So unfortunately, it's just how it is, isn't it? But if you're watching the videos, then keep getting you in the sun, don't I? yeah, if you're watching the videos, at least you can see what it's like and soak it in from the comfort of your living room, can't you? Which I know it's not the same as being out here, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? And you know, that's another reason why I do it, really, to show people around different places, and perhaps, like I say, if there's a bit of history in the area, and talk about it, really, and have the occasional rant as well, as you've heard. Yeah, that is a current bugbear of mine, is why people just do not want to say hello. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And this is the north, you know. This is the north where everybody talks to each other. Not anymore. Not anymore. It goes back to, like I said, forgetting your troubles to come out here. And yeah, all right, it's a bit ironic that I'm talking about troubles in the world, but you know, it's like I say, it's a bit of a rant, but you know, I just don't get it. I just don't understand people. But anyway, you know, why spoil a gorgeous day out here talking about that crap? It's absolutely marvellous, and I don't know where the hell I'm going, really. I'm walking down here and I'm kind of just using my sense of direction, but I don't really know where I'm heading. Please give the video a thumbs up, by the way, guys. Please, please, please. You know, I'm really wanting to grow this channel and get it out to more people. Channels only grow on YouTube if you like them and subscribe them and watch as much of the videos as you can as well. You know, the more viewing hours, the better the channel will grow. So please do all that, and let's get this channel moving. I know it's a very slow progress at the start, but you know, I really would like to get it moving more. So if you could do that one small thing, it'd be really appreciated. Going to a little bit of a pond here. Now, there is a sign here as well, but there's nothing on it, or a notice board I should say, but there's nothing on it. So it's just a bit of a swampy. I thought it was a pond at first when I saw it from a distance, but it's just a bit of a swampy area, isn't it? So there's a path goes up there, and there's also another path works its way down here as well. Fixed point photography, what's that all about? Station number 3. So as part of Limbrook Nature-Based Solutions project, we're working to install features to slow the flow of water during floods, which in turn will help reduce flooding in the city and downstream. We'd love you to take pictures at this location throughout all seasons and weather conditions, especially during and post-rain, and then send it to us at the email address below. This will help us monitor how water bodies and their habits change over time, and help us study how effective our features are in terms of slowing and storing water and supporting wildlife. So there we go. So yeah, I'm not actually going to do that. I've got other things that I need to be getting on with. But I'm sure there's plenty of people will do it. But what is a little bit of a shame is, I think it's all to do with this mountain bike trail. I was just going to say there seems to be lots of fencing and stuff like that, but yeah, it's all to do with these mountain bike tracks, isn't it? So it's yeah, it just looks a little bit of a mess in certain areas because of that. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what it's like when it's finished. It's obviously some sort of downhill route, and as I said earlier, that they're making it obviously a one-way system, so that you're not getting people going different ways and crashing into each other. It looks like there used to be some sort of little pond there of some description, but it's all dried up. Let's continue down the path. I'm hoping now this is the path that we saw at the start of the video, and I said we'll come back down there. I think it is. I can see cars in the distance, so I think this is that path. If you just hold the camera up, you can see there's a vehicle parked there, so I think this is coming to the end of the walk. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. As I said, please give the video a thumbs up, please like and subscribe, please share the channel and the video, and click that notification bell for more videos, and we will see you on the next one. So take care, bye for now.